What's going on, guys? It's Trey Mathis here from WiFi So glad to see you guys landing here on my page today. As you can see, it's a wonderful, beautiful, snowy day here in Brookville, Maryland. I want to quickly throw this video together to share with you guys some content that I hadn't shared in quite a while. If it's your first time joining us, so glad you guys stopped by our page. Make sure you subscribe to our links. If you're on Facebook, check us out. Subscribe to our Facebook channel. If you're on YouTube, make sure you keep in contact by saying subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. This is the Wi-Fi Journal. So what's been going on? Well, like I said before, I had some content that I wanted to share with you guys. I know it hadn't been posted yet. I was looking at it last night. And last night, I shot a video. It was pretty dark, so I said, you know what? Today I'm gonna start earlier, shoot it so you can see some of this beautiful snow white we have here in this wonderful state of Maryland. It's great to be here. Always wonderful to spend time with family and friends and get to see and catch up with everybody. But like I shared with you guys before, we have some new content, or some fairly new content. A buddy of mine recently invited me to come on to his radio show and share a little bit about my experience with the Wi-Fi Entrepreneur brand, share some of the ideas that I have for the future. And I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to check it out yet, so I wanted to make sure that you got an opportunity to see it. So I'm gonna get off of here right now, and we're gonna start it up right now. All right, right after this. Talk to you soon. Peace.
And we're back. Be unique with the MJSO. I am here with our guest, Trey Mathis.
Trey
is an entrepreneur turned motivational speaker.
In the building.
He has inspired people worldwide.
Trying to be modest. Trying to be modest. Like, it is what it is.
With his practical ways to improve your life. He has spoken on stage with some of the greats. You know who they are, man? Let me tell you.
Les Brown?
Les Brown and Dr. Miles Monroe, just to name a few. The late Dr. Miles Monroe. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me, guys.
How are you, sir?
Be unique with MJSO.
I am fantastic. I'm super pumped up, man. This is exciting.
In the DMV.
This is exciting,
You're in the DMV, man.
Yeah. First time on the radio.
Hey.
Les Brown started out on the radio. Here I am.
He had his own show like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it lasted, but it was like 20 years ago probably.
Yeah.
At least 15 years ago.
But he started out right here.
Okay.
Here we are.
Hey.
This is,
I'm
how does
excited.
this feel? This is radio, but this is also now because we've moved into
Technology.
Yeah. So now you could see people. A lot of radio stations, you can see them do the interviews, and we're live on Facebook right here on WBGR Entertainment Network.
Hi, Mom.
I made it.
So Trey is with us. Well, now you run a WiFiEntrepreneur.com.
Yep.
Okay. Now what do? You help people. Through success as far as the business aspect of things.
Well, I've been in motivational speaking for a while, if you will, motivational speaking. However, I feel like I found a more specific niche, and it's geared towards helping people start successful online businesses. So the name of my company is Wi-Fi Entrepreneur. Wi-Fi like the internet, entrepreneur like what we all want to be. And what I do is basically share with people some of the lessons that I learned over the years in starting successful businesses online, taking them from, just that concept of a business in the back of their brain and putting it actually into a profitable business. What I really enjoy about what I do that makes it a little bit universal is that I say turn your passion into profits. So that means that I'm not the kind of individual who locks in on what kind of business that you should be running. I believe that if you have something in you that you really want to do or share with the world, you can find a way to grow a profitable business from it. And you have a lot of fun doing it at the same time, so that's what I'm into right now.
It's like that one girl on YouTube that made the slime, like the kids. She created the slime and all these different types of slime. She's a millionaire now.
Absolutely.
Because she turned that part of what she loved to do And now she's making a profit of it.
I mean, that just makes sense, though. If you, everyone can't do that, but if you can, find whatever it is that you enjoy doing and find a way to make money doing what you already enjoy.
Absolutely.
That just makes sense.
Absolutely.
But, you know, everyone can't always do that for different reasons.
That's very possible, very true. But I'm one of those guys. I remember when my wife asked me for the first time, she said, "You want to be a motivational speaker?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "You want to motivate people to do what?" And I said, "I want to motivate them to do whatever it is that they want to do, you know?" And quite honestly, I believe that there is a way for you to identify something that you're passionate about, something that you enjoy doing, and a way to turn and make a profit from doing that. If you throw out some examples, I could probably give you some back as where you can do it. One example, for instance, my brother-in-law, he's a world traveler, takes pictures, fantastic photographer. And I share with the people who follow me online, I share with them, my brother can go around, take pictures as he does, and have nothing, just go around, travel, and have a great time. Well, if he were to, start a blog or a website where he wrote about the places that he went to, some of the experiences, some of the excursions, maybe the camera that he used, if he just wrote about that, there's people out there who are interested in going to those locations, finding a newer camera, and so on and so forth. And all he's doing is having fun, taking photos. But he's sharing with the world some of the things that he used in his trip.
Well, Steve Harvey talks about your passion and your talent. Like, let's say, for example, your passion is photography, but you suck at it. So you have to figure out what it is that you are good at, and then try to see if you can make some money at it. Because what you're good at and what you enjoy doing may not be the same. It may not be aligned.
You're absolutely right. I love singing in the shower, but I'm only good in the shower.
Exactly.
Okay?
Good. Yeah, it's a good analogy. Yeah.
But I like to believe that your passion plus your talent identifies your gift. What you're passionate about, what you truly enjoy doing, what you get excited about, and that in which someone else has complimented you on. Said, "Hey, you're pretty good at this, this radio. You're pretty good at singing, and you're passionate about singing." Well, you may look and identify that may be where those two universes connect, and that's your gift, and that's what you should be walking in. Oftentimes, what we end up doing is we go to school and we get good grades in a certain class, and we think that that's what we should be doing. But it's not necessarily our passion, nor is it our talent or gift.
Now, you were in the military.
Yes, sir.
So when you were in the military, did you have any idea that you would be this international motivational speaker?
Man, that's a two-part question, quite a two-part answer, if you will, because I like to believe that at a very early age, I knew this is something I wanted to do. When I was very young, I was actually hanging out with Coy here last Wednesday at iGroup. Shout out to iGroup. Fantastic, giving these men a voice and a platform to share. And in iGroup here past Wednesday, we're talking about coming from single-family household. And I came from a single-family household. My mom worked 2 jobs. She worked off into the wee hours of the night. Me being an only child, I had to get myself up for school, etc. And one of the things about being an only child with an empty house, you kind of rummaged around. And I rummaged around my house a lot. And I always wondered what motivated my mom to, go out there and continue to work so hard to provide a 2-family household. And in my rummaging around, I saw this book that she had that it had this black man, and I didn't have any male role models at the time. It had this black man, red, sharp suit, and at the cover it said, "You got to be hungry." And that was Les Brown. That's the first time I ever seen Les Brown. I was a young little kid, and I was inspired by that. That was my early stage mentor. I knew that was someone that my mom looked up to. In turn, it was someone that I looked up to as well. I went off and joined the Army. I've been very blessed. Got to live overseas, work overseas, etc. But it wasn't until after I got out the military that I found myself in a platform that I was able to speak. And that speaking career, if you will, came from offering a testimony of mine. I had gone through some health challenges. And in those health challenges, I was also at the same time representing a health-based company online. And I was making a lot of money. Yeah, I was making a lot of money. However, I was hit with this health challenge. And I had gone...
The product, the product didn't work or something?
Well, I was more so selling the product than I was using the product. And that was a big eye-opener for me on my 30th birthday when I realized that wealth without health meant Nothing.
How about that?
And I was
How about
like,
that?
man.
'Cause you can't enjoy it.
Can't enjoy it if it's
Yeah.
only here if I'm gonna be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Can't enjoy it.
I was doing the network marketing thing, if you will, going door to door in houses, sharing my story with people, overcoming this challenge that I have with these products. And someone heard that story, and they invited me. It was a group of men. They called themselves the Kings. It was a group of men, older men. And I said,
They weren't a gang. Right?
No. They were king of the company, but that was the name that they've given themselves, and I don't want to necessarily put the company on blast here in the front right now.
Get it?
But nonetheless, one of the gentlemen called me. He said, "Hey, I heard your story. I'm having an event out in New York City. I would love it if you came by." I came out, got a standing ovation at that event. That event turned into a 9-city tour. Which included stops along the way, like Orlando, Florida, New Jersey, again, New York City, Washington, D.C. But one that really got me fired up was the one I did with Mr. Miles Monroe in the Bahamas. That was his last speaking engagement. And I felt that at that time, he talks about living in your passion. And I felt like being there with him, front row, hearing him speak after I just had the opportunity to speak as well. And then not even 48 hours later, we get a call that said the man's plane had crashed. Him and his whole entire family is dead. I just felt like his last words were meant for me. And ever since then, I walk with a passion that says, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Wow.
So, like, when you were a kid, it's like, when I was 15, 16 or younger, I never thought I wanted to be a motivational speaker. Because I don't think I knew what a motivational speaker was at the time. So, would you say that you knew that that's what you wanted to do? Or you wanted to do something where you were helping people?
I've always had a vision in my head of being in a stadium full of people waiting to hear what I had to say. Is that selfish? I don't know. But at the same time, my mom, at the age of 18, started to say that she thought that I would be speaking to kids. And the reason being is because every chapter of my story has something that I can provide. And in my teen years, has something to provide as well. I got in trouble, got in the wrong crowd, stole cars. I was with people who stole cars.
Really?
One of my best friends right now is sitting on death row in Texas. So I had an opportunity to go down the wrong path. Luckily, a guy was looking out for me, and he put me on this path. So here I am.
So what does it take? What do you think it takes to be a good motivational speaker or a great motivational speaker? Like, what kind of attributes or qualities or personality traits do you have to have?
Yeah, because it seems like, I mean, to be on such a major platform with Les Brown and Miles Monroe, you would think, and doing a 9-city tour, I mean, how do you get the courage to be able to pull that off? I mean, do you ever get the butterflies? Do you ever get the little,
You don't see these butterflies going on right now?
But I don't see it. I don't see it. But I mean, is there a ritual you do? Do you do the shimmy shake? Do you
Go back, listen to Eminem, Lose Yourself or something? What do you do? Yeah, so
Some DJ Khaled, all I do is win.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
There is a great question that I often ask myself, and that's who motivates the motivator? And you can go to YouTube and try to find someone to motivate you. You can go to your household and find some encouraging words. But at the end of the day, the self-motivation that makes it possible. And quite honestly, I have to look inside myself, motivate myself to make things happen. Now, what makes a good motivational speaker, if you will, or someone who offers some form of personal development? And that's being a good listener. I believe that if you're being a good listener means knowing your audience. If you're going to be speaking in front of thousands, you may not be able to necessarily listen to each one of those individuals during the course of your speech. However, taking the opportunity to meet some people in the crowd, understanding your audience ahead of time, put you in a position to better share the stories that are beneficial to those individuals. So being a great listener, it will make you a great motivational speaker, I believe.
Wow. Do you have any kind of catchphrases or mottos that you use?
That's good.
Like things that that like each one teach one or whatever. But can you share any of those things that you use?
Oh wow!
Or that you like in your everyday life?
I feel like I have quite a few, like you say, in my everyday life. But one, I try to leave everyone that I come in contact with, if I hear something that they desire, like to just leave them with, I believe in you. A lot of people...
that's powerful.
A lot of people need someone to truly just believe in them. They don't believe in themselves. We've had people tell you what you cannot do. You know, showed you what your limitations are because of their limited beliefs of you, of what you used to be in the past. But now, here you are wanting to be different, and you just need someone to say, I believe in you. I think you can do it.
Well, I know you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But sometimes it's disheartening. Like, sometimes you have to give up on people, not because you don't believe in them, it's because they don't believe in themselves. And so after a while, it becomes draining on you if you're trying to always motivate this person who has no interest in being motivated.
Some people may not be ready.
That's true.
Some people, they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So some people just may not be ready. However, I'll never give up on someone. My job is to share with them the stories that have taught me, that put me into this position, that I could let them know with full confidence that you can do it. And when you don't believe in yourself, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to offer you the belief. I'm here to let you know you can do it. So I can't give up on you. You've already given up on yourself if you're not willing to try. So you need someone like me to come in and say, I believe in you. So, yeah. You know, if it's the weight loss goal, you wanted to lose 10 pounds, but here it is in February, you ate too many chocolates and now you don't know what to do. Well, look, I still believe in you. You still can do it. You still can put the chocolate down.
Do you also give them strategies to make, to be successful, or you just kind of like make sure you get them pumped up to want to do it?
Yeah, I'm not a rah-rah person, so please forgive me. I'm a passionate person. So I think that goals help us get to our ultimate goal. So short-term goals help us to get to our long-term goals. So if we identify what a person is looking to accomplish, then all we need to do is put that together with some goals and then help them understand the importance of those goals, why they're so important to them for their bigger picture. And I think that if we do that correctly and we listen to the challenges that the people are having, then we can come up with strategies that helps us meet each one of those goals. So, yeah.
What do you have to say to someone who is dealing with fear and it paralyzes them?
It happens.
What do you say to that person that they know what to do, but they're just afraid?
Fear happens, but do it anyway. Fear is natural. I mean, that first voice, that's the voice of God that's telling you, hey, you should be doing that. The second voice is the voice of fear. Which one are you going to listen to? I'm going to listen to the voice of God. He's telling me to come on this radio show. Here I am.
How about the voice of reason?
The voice of reason.
Which one is that?
Well,
because sometimes, I want to do this, but I don't know if I should do this.
Maybe you got to be a little crazy to do some of the things you want to do.
Sometimes I think it's good to be bold or crazy. Because sometimes you have to, that's the best way to get over that fear.
Hey, you got to be crazy sometimes. Just
jump out there.
Because people going to think you're crazy anyway. So here it is. You're doing what it is that you are passionate about. You like that. This? Imagine that. No way. No way.
The audacity of you.
You gotta be crazy. And all of that, they just trying to hold you back with them. And you may let them. But that's fear. That's not God.
Fear. False evidence appearing real. You've heard that before?
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Yeah.
Procrastinators. A lot of people procrastinate for whatever reason. They'll say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm motivated. I'm ready. I'm going to face fear. But not right now. I got to. Let me see what's.
You got to face it, man. You got to go head on, head first, just straight to it. I mean, honestly, whatever it is that's telling you you're afraid, that's just. When I joined the military, they told me that I had to run 5 miles. I had never ran around my block before. I was afraid of that. I didn't think I could do it. So I ran around my block a few times, and next thing I knew, I could get up to a mile. Then I ran around my block a few more times, getting myself ready. And next time I get 2 miles. But I never thought I could do 5 miles.
Yeah.
But I kept trying. I kept pushing. I kept giving a little bit more, getting over that fear, getting over that pain.
And every time you go a little bit further.
And go a little bit further. Until you arrive at your goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get out the military though. They had us running like 20 miles. I was like, no more. I signed up for 5 miles, not 20.
And you can't imagine how good it feels. You can't imagine how good it feels to actually be successful and hit your goal, whatever your goal is. But once you hit it, you're like, oh, I could have did this a long time ago, and that gives you the motivation to take the next step, whatever the next goal is going to be.
That's what success is. If you really look at what success is achieving your goal.
Whatever your goal may be.
Whatever it is your goal may be.
Yeah.
Success is achieving that goal. Some of my best days is when I say, you know what, I'm going to do a little yoga today. Stretch out my body, get my mind right. The day that I do that yoga, that's a successful day. Yeah. I did what I had planned to do. So I tell people to wake up every morning with 3 goals. To 3 goals for the day. Because then you can look back and see how successful you were for that day. Whatever the goals are for you. And then when you go to bed, right before you go to bed,
So
go back and look at those 3 goals.
Floss your teeth? Is that going to be a goal?
It
That could
might
be a
be
goal.
if you don't
Absolutely.
normally do it, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because the funny that you mentioned that, because I've always said that success is different for everyone, but I never thought about the fact that success or your success can change every day depending on whatever your goals are. So I do agree that it can be different for everyone, but also now I'm thinking that it could change day by day.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. As long as you have the sails set for your destination and where you're trying to go, when you're making the stops along the way that you've plotted out, you're being successful. It's just a matter of time. Now, patience is important too. You may want that 6-pack, but it requires you to go to the gym every day.
So do you have some certain strategies? I think I kind of referenced it earlier, certain things that you should do to help you be successful. Some people say you should write down your goals. Some people say that you should get up and do certain things every day until it becomes a habit. So is anything specific or generally speaking that people should
they'll
do?
Say they'll clap this. To act enthusiastic, to be enthusiastic, you have to act enthusiastic. To be enthusiastic, you have to act enthusiastic. To be enthusiastic, you have to act enthusiastic. To be enthusiastic, you have to act enthusiastic.
I like that.
I never heard that before.
Big shout out to Vertical Leap.
I never heard that before.
Shout out.
Be aggressive. AGGRESSIVE. Be aggressive.
Cheerleader.
Yeah.
Be aggressive.
Yeah.
So do you have anything?
So back to what I shared a little bit earlier about having the 3 goals in the morning when you wake up with your 3 goals for the day. These are your daily goals. If you achieve those goals, and again, you're having a successful day. Going back and reviewing those goals at the end of the day to see how well you performed, see what you could have, if you didn't do anything on the list, then you may need to reevaluate your day. So that's going to help you as well. And it's always important to write your goals down. So I always keep a notebook. This is my notebook. I always have a notebook with me, and in here is my journal. I mean, as you can see, it's daily.
Can we
Just tons of stuff, a lot of personal goals in here, you know what I mean?
They can't zoom in that much.
We it stays filled with information, you know what I mean?
I like the little sound effect there.
And also, I would imagine that you would probably agree with this, that your daily goals should be aligned with your bigger goals. Whatever your bigger goals are,
Absolutely,
they
sir.
should be leading you up to that bigger goal.
Absolutely.
See, I'm smarter than I look, people.
Monique Wardrick, she says, the key to life is to live fearlessly and soul clap motivation, LOL. So they like
That's funny. Hey, shout out.
Big shout out to Marja and Helda for keeping in touch with us. Yeah, cool, man. So that's how you do it. Is it?
Yeah.
Boop, boop.
It's all in there, yeah.
Write that down. Make sure you get that noise down.
Get-
Yeah, your own sound effects. Get your own sound effects.
And this is a good little notebook. I definitely encourage people to pick up a notebook. Start journaling. Journaling is very important, especially as we go in this new year. We're early still in the year. You can start writing down some of the things that you have planned for the year. It gives you an opportunity and a location to go back to see how you're doing. Making notes on your day. If you had a goal and you didn't do well in your goal, go back to your notes, write it down, say what you did do. So then when you go back and you say, you know what? Mondays, I seem to be wasting a lot of time. I'm not getting my stuff prepared the right way. You write that down, you review that information. Next week, we hope you do a little bit better.
Do you have any accountability? Do you recommend that?
Absolutely. I mean, I like to say that we all need a good accountability partner. I have a great support system in place. from my family. I'm in Toastmasters right now, working on my motivational strategies,
Wow,
pathways.
Okay.
I'm a part of an online community for those people who want to check me out. I have over 1 million entrepreneurs, online entrepreneurs in our community. You can check us out there. You can ask any question at all. My website is WiFiEntrepreneur.com. So Wi-Fi like the internet, entrepreneur like you want to be, WiFiEntrepreneur.com. And you can find me on all my social platforms with just putting the slash right behind it, Twitter, /YouTube, /Facebook, whichever platform you're on. You can check me out there. And our online community is /online community, just so I can share that as well.
Wait, so it's Wi-Fi
entrepreneur.com
/
online
community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you're interested in following my man online, now you know how to do that. Wi-Fi Entrepreneur, I think that's a cool name. / online community / Instagram / Twitter / Facebook / YouTube.
Check me out on YouTube.
A bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah, I just launched the Turn Your Passion into Profits YouTube episodes each week. I'm giving it about 2 or 3 episodes to help you again take that business out of your mind and turn it into a profitable business. So check me out on YouTube, please.
Woo! Great stuff. Great stuff. Well, Trey Mathis, we certainly appreciate you for being unique in the DMV.
Thank you,
and
sir.
also being unique with MJSO 1000 show. And we like to leave something on this note. We like to let everyone let everyone who's watching know this. A question. Where is your MJSO?